Whether you're brand new to open-handed drumming or you've been playing for years and want to take your game to a new level, I put together a great guide for you. You can get it for free at chrislesso.com/OHD. chrislesso.com/OHD. And of course that stands for open-handed drumming. And this will be a gateway into your next level of excellence on the drums and in life. So my name is Chris Lesso. Subscribe to the channel, connect with me at chrislesso.com. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how open-handed drumming has impacted your weaker side, your creativity, and your ultimate confidence in drumming and in everything you do. Let's get you playing open-handed. And this is so fantastic on the drums because it's going to unlock your weaker side and it's going to increase your creativity and make you a bolder, more confident version of yourself. And carrying over into life, that confidence is going to affect everything you do. And there's also a spirit, an open-heartedness of approaching what we do with courage, to step out of our comfort zone and to go into the unknown. And that's what we're going to explore here. And we're going to use a concept, and we're going to use FLAMS. So FLAMS are such a powerful tool in drumming, and we're going to use it as a gateway into some grooves into open-handed drumming. What I do here in the Life Through Rhythm LTR drumming method is I don't rely on exercises, books, reading, and getting stuck in overthinking. There's a place for all that, but really we want to get into flow and we want to relax and be the best selves we can be on drumming and everything we do. And so to do that, we need to tap into flow and just release the inner critic and the overthinking so we're not stuck in our heads when we're trying to drum. And a big part of this is going to be using concepts. Now, concepts, like I've been playing for many decades and I'm still the eternal student and improving these same concepts. And if you think in martial arts, these great masters, they're spending a lifetime as well improving on these concepts. So a great way you could look at it is hundreds of exercises and books and drills and things like that can fit into one concept. So all kinds of techniques can fit inside one concept, and it's really limitless what you can use. So FLAMS, we're going to just look at that. That is a concept. And of course, there's limitless things that can come out of that. And let's explore how it can improve our open-handed drumming. Now, if you've seen any of my past lessons on this, there are many other concepts and ways to break into open-handed drumming, but FLAMS is a really cool one and very powerful. So there's a lot of different Flam rudiments. Let's use a few here today. And really what's really cool about them is that one hand is playing a counter rhythm kind of on top of the other one. Okay, so for instance, if I played like a paradiddle, each hand is separate and going on its own. So they're never overlapping. They're always side by side, which is great. And you could take just that paradiddle and do it open-handed, and that would sound really cool. So you can hear rhythm on each side of my hands. And I have a concept called mechanics. And mechanics is what's the movement of each limb separately. So if I'm doing a paradiddle and I take away one hand, we have that rhythm, da, 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 da. And you can see I gotta just make sure all those notes are flowing together, da, da, da. And my technique and movement is helping that and not getting in the way. Like when I started, I was squeezing the sticks, I was getting blisters, and a paradiddle was like da, 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 da. That was my mechanics. No thought to the movement. And that's why we say, how you move is how you groove. How you move is how you groove. So movement unlocks our signature sound. And that's why we really want to pay attention to that. So usually rudiments like that, the hands are going to be side by side and each hand is playing a separate rhythm. But with any flams, we're going to start to not be side by side, but overlap and interlock. So let's explore some flam rudiments. Swiss triplet, one of my favorites. Flam right, left, flam right, left. Now, if I see what each hand is doing separately, just play one hand in the air or on your leg or something. Da, 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 da. So that one's cool. It's basically like a double stroke roll, but instead of that, just kind of mesh together. Flam tap. I like that one. So if you're not familiar with these, you can check out the rudiments. Got to slowly get it into your muscle memory, and they'll start to flow after a while. Slow down first to speed up, so you have to really like feel the movement. Now, if I take away one hand and see the mechanics, just 3 hits. It's almost like a triple stroke roll, but put side by side like that. Flam paradiddle or a flamadiddle. So paradiddle, but put in the flam, flamadiddle, flamadiddle. Now let's see what each hand is doing here. Now that's a challenge. So we're going to accent and then 4 little ghost notes. Da, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then coming up on the last one. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, ka, di, mi. Da, da, ka, di, mi. Da, da, ka. Great hand exercise to do separately. You can do this for your feet too. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. And pay attention to how it feels. You'll probably feel it a little. We all have a weaker side, right? And I believe in let's approach all limbs equal. That's at least the target. Maybe we'll never get there in one lifetime, but I'm going to just, always feel where's the weaker limb and to try to bring it up. So da, 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 da. I can do it in unison. Da, 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 da. Put them back together. Over time, you'll feel. So I kind of have some awareness now, like, I can kind of deep breaths. Kind of feel what each hand is doing. And I never used to approach rudiments like this. I always used to just look at the notes on the page, and I didn't pay attention to the movement of each limb and how they fit together. So last one we'll do is a flam accent. So flam left, right, flam right, left, flam left, right, flam right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Now let's see what each hand is doing separately. I like that one. Da, 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 da. Sing it, right? Da, da, ki, da, 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 ki, da, da. Or just beatbox it. Da, ba, 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 da, 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 da. Have fun with it. Because how you sing it is going to be how you play it. Da, 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 da. Pay attention to how the limbs, maybe you got a weaker side, maybe they feel pretty much the same. Da, 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 da. And the up is going to be so important in this. The up. We're playing off the drums. We're thinking like a dancer, and we're pulling the sound out of our instrument. That's going to be the whole key. So there's the 4 flam rudiments. So we have a flam accent, a flam tap, flam paradiddle, and a Swiss triplet. Now there's more, and you could make up some, but let's explore how these are going to sound behind the kit now. So what makes these so cool is the counter rhythms created by each hand, and not that they're side by side, but that they're together and kind of intermesh. So let's see how this is going to sound. Now I've got a hi-hat on my left side and a hi-hat on my right side. Highly recommend you do that. I've also got 2 ride cymbals. This is really the future of drumming. Zones. We're just going to think in zones. I got a left side zone, right side zone, and it's really fun when I play because I know on a certain part of the song I've got the tone of this ride, which is a little different than that one, the tone of this hi-hat, a little different than that one. So I'm like a painter, like a sound crafter, and it just makes drumming a lot more fun because there's no rules with this setup. So let's see how each of them sounds, and I'll just use like my, so I'm in my position here, take a deep breath, and I'll see what it sounds like left side and right side, and we'll have some fun with that. So let's take the flam tap first. So now you have to, you know, once you're comfortable with these rhythms, if you're still new and you're kind of right, left, cool. Just go slow, get a mentor. We need a community around us. I still have my team of mentors and teachers around me that always challenge me to be a better version of myself. So don't lone wolf it. Be with a community. There's no one that has succeeded without that. So we need like the training, accountability, and community. Always, even like so-called self-taught drummers have those 3 ingredients if you dig deep. So let's check it out. So here's the flam tap. Now if I put my left hand on the hi-hat, now right there, I'm kind of starting to add a bit of an accent. It's kind of sounding like a groove. Where we put the accents can be any place that sounds cool, sounds like fun. That almost sounds to me like an old-time 1950s rock and roll beat where they used to like put a lot of ghost notes in there. Like Johnny Be Good and that type of thing, right? So I notice when I play it on my right side, so that's kind of sounding cool already. So, and the separate rhythms, when I see the mechanics, just those 3 taps. So it's going to be great for your technique and how they kind of fit together. So the Swiss triplet was just doubles on each side. So I could approach that one kind of like a shuffle. Now I've been doing this concept for a while, so I'm comfortable with the bass drum. Just add it in, maybe just keep the beat or something, or just maybe on the first note. But I'm comfortable now that I can put that bass drum anywhere. But notice it kind of sounds like a neat type of shuffle. So that's pretty cool. Other side. So it's just now reversed, right? Da 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 da. Now stick heights is going to be a thing, but you can craft it to your level wherever you're comfortable. But basically, even if you're just starting out, like even just that is a really big start in how you play open-handed, because these counter rhythms are starting to happen. So if I play a paradiddle or flamadiddle, remember the rhythm was da 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 da. I'll just put my bass drum 4 on the floor just to kind of keep the beat there. Now you can see I was starting to forget you were there and starting to get creative and into a bit of flow. That's cool. We just want these rudiments and flams to be a concept to kind of launch us into an idea. So I was starting to drift there from the strict paradiddle sticking, and and that's the beauty of open-handed. I have these zones of all these sounds here, so my ear was pulling me to like a low sound there, and then add a cymbal and come back to it. So all that will come in time, but this is just a gateway into a new place of creativity. So it's really cool. So the last one was, let's see, it was, we did the Flam accent, Swiss triplet. Oh, the Flam accent was the last one. So Flam left, right, Flam right, left, Flam left, right, Flam right, left, tongue twister. So on the hi-hat, let's see what that would sound like on both sides. So the rhythm on its own is, if you remember, da 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 da. That's cool. Shuffly, triplety, right? Let's see what it sounds like on the other side. So I'm starting to get some ideas there, and I'm starting to drift away. I heard the gong gong tom, but you can come up with a lot of really cool ideas, and the concept is really just those, some of the notes are together, some of them are apart, and the flams naturally create these counter rhythms. So let's do this last rhythm for right now, where I'm just going to be creative and mix up some of these rudiments we did today. So a cool one that I came up with was Swiss triplets, and then at the end, a flam tap. So let's kind of sing that like 3, 3, 3, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you're familiar with something called conical, it's a way to sing the rhythms. 3 is ta-ki-ta, and 4 is taka-di-mi. So ta-ki-ta and taka-di-mi. Building blocks of 3 and 4, so I don't have to count. So that would sound like ta-ki-ta, 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 taka-di-mi. Ta-ki-ta, 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 taka-di-mi. Ta-ki-ta, 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 taka, you gotta breathe. Ta-ki-ta, 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 taka-di-mi. So that's going to be the groove. Now I'm going to use Swiss triplets as the 3. And then the 4 is going to be the flam tap. So 4 Swiss triplets, 1 flam tap. 4 Swiss triplets, 1 flam tap. But it equals out to be 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, which creates that groove. Because now we have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, which is 12, and then the 4 at the end rounds it out to 16. So it's like a typical 4 style groove, right? Hope all that makes sense. Ta-ki-ta, 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 taka-di-mi. So that would look like. Now that may take a while to get used to, but it will click. And of course you could come up with your own, just be creative. I'm kind of letting my ear just guide that. And I've tried this on the set and I kind of like it. So now where does the bass drum go? Good question. Put it in definitely somewhere. The easiest place is just on the first one. So if you went, cool. Never play just from the hands. You know, it's kind of like a marching, like you become like hand person and you're cut off from the waist down. No, drumming is like a full body experience coming from the core. So never cut out the feet totally. You want to feel drumming from the ground up. So I'm going to put my left hand on the hi-hat, right hand on the snare, and then I'll flip it over here. Let's see what it sounds like. And I'm at a spot with this where I can just do that 4 on the floor as like, you see I'm talking to you, just on autopilot. Takita, 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 takadimi, takita, 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 takadimi. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You could do the bass drum right on all those numbers. Takita, 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 takadimi, takita, takita, ta. So that would work too. I'm gonna just keep the beat. I'm able just to forget about that, but just put it in somewhere where your current level allows you to, like, it doesn't feel too challenging, but it doesn't feel boring, just a little bit above where your comfort zone is. So let's check it out. Let's try it on this side. There are limitless combinations with that, and my ear is starting to push me to check it. So the accents could be in a lot of different places, but the main concept is just those flams and to start getting some real interesting interlocking rhythms between our sounds. So my name's Chris Lesso. Subscribe to the channel for a lot more open-handed content and get your free open-handed drumming guide at chrislesso.com/OHD. chrislesso.com/OHD. And of course, OHD is open-handed drumming to unlock a rock star level of confidence that you may never have experienced, and to open your heart to bold self-expression, to uncovering your signature sound on the drums and in life.